This is Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeff. I'm worried I've upset Neil. I may have offended Neil Francis indirectly. I'll explain all after the latest news with Tanya.
It's 5 o'clock. Patchy light rain across Britain. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. You're up to date. It's 5:04.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
The show is writing itself today. Will Gowing, big... What do you call you? Big Bag Will or something? What do they call you?
Who called me that?
You just called yourself that. Big
Did
Bags
I?
Will, yes,
No.
or something.
Oh, yeah.
Because of his skiing holiday, not because of his thingies. No, he's come in a colour, in a particular turquoise. Would we call that a turquoise?
Or a teal, maybe.
A teal.
A fine jewellery shop box.
Now
That's what I look like today.
Yes, that colour actually makes me physically nauseous.
Great.
You know, well, and the thing is, what you've not done is you've not offered to take that shirt off and sit in a black T-shirt for me. I'm feeling queasy.
do.
The reason why is I remember being at school as a young child, about 7 years old, in assembly, and some girl in front of me was wearing that coloured cardigan, and she spontaneously puked up. And puking is like a domino topple. Once one 7-year-old does it, all the others are going... And so that colour, I made my girlfriend throw away a top that colour, so...
I'm going to throw away my shirt this
Please do.
afternoon.
Let's have the travel, please, Will.
In Surrey this afternoon, there's a lane closed with an accident on the M25. That's anti-clockwise between the M23 at Junction 7 heading round to Godstone at Junction 6. Up to the northern stretch of the M25, there are queues through Hertfordshire clockwise from 24 at Potters Bar heading round to Waltham Abbey at Junction 26. That's after a crash earlier. In Cheshire on the A34 Congleton Road, it's blocked in both directions because of an accident near to Marton. And in Lincolnshire, the A18 Barton Street is closed both ways near to Ryby because of a serious accident as well. Ryby. On the trains, First Great Western are not stopping at Chippenham because of emergency repair works, and some delays to flights, arrivals and departures at Cardiff Airport this afternoon.
There's an airport in Cardiff?
Apparently, or because of
Why?
heavy fog.
What about Heathrow? Just use that.
Heathrow's fine.
Yeah, it's good.
Keep up to date with all the latest on the roads on our website, absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Thank you, sir.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
The show has written itself in the past 5 minutes. What I've got here is what makes you ill, what things like being sick and yawning are contagious. Now that 2001 is considered old, and in the old days it used to be considered the future, what year should we say is now like futuristic? Like in the 80s we'd say 2001. Who has a bath these days? And has anybody else inadvertently upset Neil Francis? It's going to be some show, let me tell you that.
Hey, little sister, what have you done? Start again. It's a nice day to start again.
Can I just say now, kids, if you've got a blank audio cassette or you've got one that you've used and you've poked the tabs out, cover those over with the sellotape, put it in the cassette player, tape today's show. It's going to be brilliant. Today's show is going to be certainly at least the third best show I've done filling in for Jeffrey Lloyd, easily. And who knows, possibly even the second best. We're firing on all cylinders here. We've not even started. So, the thing with Neil Francis, right? I think I've upset him. I like Neil. I've only met him a couple of times. He's a lovely gentleman and a fantastic broadcaster. But we're in a different studio to where he does his show, and he buzzes down and says, "All right, I've finished now. You take control of the studio." And Davis comes and takes control and does all that. And are we in delay, by the way? Yes, we are. Yeah. Anyway, he buzzed down, and what I thought he said was, "Okay, it's all yours now, you young tykes." And so I buzzed back.
Actually, what he said was, I
thought he said, "You young tyke." So I buzzed back and went, "Cheers, Grandad." And yes, David's right. He said, "Have a good show, guys." And so he now thinks, all right, old man, get out of here. This is how the young people do it. And it couldn't be anything further from the truth. And I'm really worried now that I'm going to bump into him in a Radar meeting or, well, in the meeting I go to, and he'll be like, So, you think I'm an old man, do you? And it'll be, I don't know. I don't go home tonight and open the scotch and just, they
I don't know how
like
you
me.
can make this better at all.
Well, what I'm doing now is I am making it worse.
I think you are.
This is the thing, I'm making it much, much worse. So, Neil Francis, I know you shoot out of the building immediately. Well, does he? I don't know. I've made it worse now. I don't know what he does after the show.
You're suggesting that he leaves very early and you've been rude
Because he
about
needs
him.
to go back to sleep or something.
You said that. The lady said that. Eloise, Neil.
Go back to sleep.
Please don't. Now you're making it worse for me. Neil Francis, you are a legend of broadcasting, and I apologise for any offence I may have caused you. This is Iain Lee, by the way, I should say. Davis, the producer, is here.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, we go. Is he a little swallow there? Do you know the little swallow?
Yeah,
He's nervous.
bonk.
He's nervous. Eloise is here.
Hello.
So, what have we got to talk about today? Well, there's plenty of things to talk about. Well, I don't know where to start. We've got... Oh, OK.
We've already started with the apology.
We've started with the apology. You're... Oh, there you go. Try speaking now?
It's good to start by saying you're sorry.
Well, OK. Well, let's throw a few things out. Shall we? And so, first of all, who has a bath these days? I have a bath on very, very rare occasions. Like if I've got a bad back, I'll have a bath. Or no, I won't say that reason because that's rude. If I've got a bad back, I'll have a bath. Davis, when was the last time you had a bath? I mean, I shower, I wash and shower.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it's funny you say that because it's been about 2 months.
Yes,
I think it's been 2 months since I had a bath.
and you don't shower, do you? You just wash under the arms.
Rarely, yeah. Over the sink.
My mum
splash a bit of water.
Yeah, my
there.
mum used to call it a good wash. Having a full wash is what you wash under the arms. But Eloise, you bathe all the time.
Yeah, I love a good bath.
Just, Mr. Naughty and all those people, forget it. Don't go there with that.
There's nothing more relaxing than... Or the best thing ever, actually, is if you've just washed all your bed stuff...
Yeah.
And you've had a bath and you get into crisp sheets.
That is a very nice-
lovely.
And they're cold, but then they warm up just slightly
Yeah.
when you get
That's
in.
a satisfying
Best feeling ever.
But so do you shower? Do you have a shower? Where
I
you
do
live?
shower. In the mornings I shower, but at nights I like a bath.
Like a bath at night?
Yeah, relaxing.
What? That's TV and Xbox time, and then bedtime. You don't. No one cleans themselves in the night.
I do the TV and Xbox thing,
Yeah.
but I like to be like all nice and clean for bed.
Roland has emailed in, completely apropos nothing, but it kind of ties in. I've got a question. Why do we clean our towels? What? The reason why I ask this is because I'm a little confused as why we do this. Think about it. You have a shower or a bath. Whilst in the bath, you clean yourself. Once out of the bath, you dry your clean body with a clean towel. So why do we clean our towels? There's some
Water
messed up logic in there.
goes stale, doesn't it, and creates bacteria.
Sorry, does it?
Yeah.
And also your skin falls off, doesn't it?
Oh, that's another good point.
Imagine all this. If you had all the skin that fell off your body in a year,
Oh.
it would be enough to make another 5 use.
Yeah, I think you should
that's a
definitely
fact.
clean your towels.
That's a fact. Monobrow, do you bathe?
Every day, at least once.
Hang on, I'm going to move you to the other line, 'cause this line's rubbish. You bathe every day at least once? What are you, some kind of bath pervert?
When we say bathe, I mean shower.
Well, I mean, showering's groovy, man, but actually filling up a bath and getting in it.
Yeah.
Where are you going, Eloise? What are you doing?
Sorry, I just threw all my
Thundering
jewellery.
around there. Come on, calm down. I know this is a studio, but listen to the floors in this studio.
Yeah, but I didn't...
This is the floors in a
The
flipping
second floor
studio.
below are wondering what's going on there.
That's unbelievable. They should
I'm
be
not an
soundproof.
elephant. I didn't really make that much noise.
No, I'm just saying that these floors are so lousy. So, Monobrow, when was the last time you actually sat in a bath?
When I used to smoke, I used to have a sat in a bath.
When I used to smoke? You didn't smoke in the bath, did you?
What a weird thing to say.
Did you smoke in the bath?
Yeah, it was multitasking.
Multi. Oh man, that is grim. Having a fag in the bath. Although I did eat an apple yesterday whilst urinating in these toilets here.
Oh. You didn't use the soap dish as an
horrible.
ashtray, did you?
He just flicked it in the bath and had the dog ends floating around. Monobrow, listen, it's a bad line, so we'll let you go, but thank you very much for that. So there's the first question, 0330 123 1215. Who has a bath these days, really? 0330 123 1215. I'll throw one thing out quickly. We're going to run throughout the whole show. Ben Jones and I I've decided we want to do a podcast, and we're not going to get any money for it. Well, I've said it now, I'm like nuts. But we want to do a podcast together, and it would probably be like a monthly or a fortnightly kind of film club, right? Where we watch a film and then record, I don't know, a half-hour podcast and talk about it, and, it'd be funny and whatever, and, I'll be better than Ben because I'm cool. But we need to know, we don't know what film to start with. So throughout the show, can we get your suggestions, please, of what films we should start with? Films that are on DVD, I don't want to go to the pictures or anything, and it can be a piece of art, or it could even be Ghostbusters 2, should you wish. 0330 123 1215, ian.lee@absoluteradio.co.uk. More of your calls after this.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
My apologies, I was indeed miles away. Travel news. Well, thank you very much, by the way. You've changed your shirt for me.
Yeah, I've changed outfits.
And you put on a shell suit, so thank you, sir. Let's have the travel news.
In Bristol, in the southwest, 2 lanes are closed with an accident on the M5 southbound between 17 at Cribbs Causeway and junction 18A at the M49. I'm really mortified, actually. This is new. In Buckinghamshire, there's a lane blocked with an accident on the M25 clockwise. That's on the western stretch, heading between 16 at the M40 through to 17 at Maple Cross. And in Essex, a couple of lanes blocked with an accident on the M25 anti-clockwise as well, from the A13 round to Romford junction 30 through to 29. In Cheshire, the A34 Congleton Road is closed in both directions with an accident near to Marton. Now, on the trains tomorrow and Monday, London Midland trains are going to be disrupted because of industrial action. It means there's going to be a reduced service in and out of London Euston, and you'll have to change at Northampton if you want to travel further afield between the West Midlands and London. Some services also likely to be cancelled at the very last minute, so check before you travel there. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
Thank you, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Fantastic. Thank you, Elbow. So now for the latest news, here's Tanya.
2 British soldiers shot dead by the real IRA at the weekend have been repatriated following a remembrance service in Northern Ireland. You're up to date. It's 5:32.
This is
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I may have been a little bit excitable at the start of the show. I'm going to calm down now. We can all focus just on what we're doing here. Yes, so we've asked you. What have we asked you? Yes, when was the last time you had a bath? And also, we need a list of potential films that Ben Jones and I can watch for our Film Club podcast that we're going to possibly do next week, if we can be bothered. So, Dee, are you a bather or have you got a film for us?
I've got a film for you.
Good lad, well, let's...
I didn't actually catch the beginning of the reason why you're doing it. It's just so you can review it.
It's so that me and Ben, well, sort of review it, but so me and Ben can record a podcast where we kind of vaguely talk about the film, but we probably end up messing about more. It doesn't have to be a recent one.
Oh, okay. Well, that sounds good.
Well, hopefully. I suspect it may sound rubbish when it actually comes out, because Ben's not very good and I'd have to do all the work. But have you got any suggestions, Dee?
Yeah, I've got a great film for you. I haven't seen it myself for years, but it's a wonderful film. It's Delicatessen.
Oh, yes, now that's art. That's artsy, isn't it? Is that the one where they eat a man?
Sorry?
Is that the one where they eat the man, or is it the one where they do eat a man?
Yeah.
And is it the one where they're having sex on the bed, and the bed squeaks, and the rhythm goes all around the street?
That goes all through the house.
Oh, I remember seeing that at college, that film. That's a brilliant scene, that film. Everyone's kind of just tapping along, and you can hear that... And everyone's
That's
just...
it.
Oh, I'll be honest with you, Dee. I suspect Delicatessen may go way above Ben Jones's head. Yeah, see, when he mentioned it to me, he was suggesting films like Bad Boys 2, so... I don't know quite how well it'll go down, but it's on the list, Dee, and if we don't watch it for that, I'm certainly going to watch it in the next couple of weeks. That's a brilliant film. Fifi!
Hiya.
Hello, Fifi. Is that your real name?
Yeah.
It's one of the best names. I think there are very few names that can actually turn me on, like physically turn me on. Fifi turns me on. That's a name you just...
You see, I just get called a poodle all the time, though.
You get called a poodle?
Yeah, like, here, Fifi, come on, doggy. Like a poodle.
Stop that, please. How? So, Fifi, do you bathe?
Oh, I love that. But, baths, what's wrong with having a smoke in a bath?
Oh, it's filthy! I've gone right off you dirty mare.
It's not. I tell you what, I put candles around the place, and then I have my music and stuff, and I have my ashtray, and I have my fag, and I just sit and relax.
What? But the thing is, okay, you can't... It's impossible to smoke in a bath because of all the moisture in the room will make the cigarette damp, and your fingers will be damp, and it'll be damp.
But no, it doesn't, though.
Have you got a cigarette holder?
Well, no.
Is that how you do it? And these are, store-bought cigarettes.
That's what a fag packet is for, though.
Oh, God, it makes it sound so...
Dirty.
You sounded so glamorous and sexy. Now you sound like blooming Nora Batty or someone.
You know what? I absolutely love, but the thing is that I don't use a bath to get clean. I have showers for that.
What's the bath for?
To relax.
To relax?
Yeah, so I like to relax with the water.
With a fag on.
And having a smoke and everything, and listening to music.
What music do you listen to when you're in the bath?
The blues.
The blues?
Things like Muddy Waters and stuff.
Oh, do you know the blues is one of 3 genres I've never been able to get my head around. The other 2 are jazz and reggae. All of them tough.
I love reggae. I don't really like jazz.
Well, Fifi, it started off so well for us, and I've got to say I don't think it's going to work between us anymore. But thank you very much for your call, Fifi. Ta-ta. 0330 123 1215. If you're a bather and we need a list of suggestions of films, if you would now... Neil, I'm trying to do a smooth link here, but not deliberately. I've just realised I'm about to do a link, and I don't like links, but it's coming up naturally. Neil Young did a film, didn't he? Acted in a film with Devo.
Did he?
Yeah, he did. I think, is it Human Highway? Is that what it's called?
Know.
I'm a big fan of rock stars in films. I love them. I've not seen Human Highway. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, Neil Young... I see, this is... I've almost become a proper DJ. Time to quit. Time to go back to Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. Neil Young... I'm going to play him now, which is a good thing because we like him. And he's at Hard Rock Calling, and the preset... What are the dates for him on Hard Rock Calling?
It's on the log there, right in front of you.
It's not... The dates are not on the log right in front. Oh, yes, they
Friday
are!
the 26th.
Friday the 26th. 27th and 28th, he's there all 3 days?
I imagine it's the Sunday, but we'll double check.
Well, we'll find out. But hey, why don't you go and find it yourself, listen? Why are we doing all the work for you, for goodness sakes? If you go to absoluteradio.co.uk, you can get tickets on pre-sale today. Don't go on general sale till tomorrow, but absoluteradio.co.uk is the place to get your Neil Young tickets now. I'm going to log on as soon as this is playing. I can get free tickets, can't I?
I think so, yeah.
Good lad.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Forget the radio show. The new fun is waving at the guys in the building opposite.
I love it.
They're fantastic. Get the right, Eloise. I nearly called you Anne-Marie for some. I don't know anybody called Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie, write down the phone number on a bit of paper, hold it up to the window, and get them to call in, and we'll talk to them or something. While we're doing that, you started this, Will. You started waving at them.
I like them.
Yeah, I like them too. They're good lads. Here's the travel news now with Will.
In the southwest in Bristol, 2 lanes are closed with an accident southbound on the M5 this afternoon between 17 at Cribbs Causeway and junction 18A for the M49. Up to Hertfordshire, the M25 has been closed clockwise just to clear away an accident between 22 at St Albans and 23 at the A1M. The Surrey stretch of the M25, there's a lorry broken down just around junction 7 at the M23. That's blocking 1 lane. In Derbyshire, northbound traffic on the A38 really slow. The northbound carriageway is blocked off. It's after a car overturned very near to Belper. And in Lincolnshire, the A18 at Barton Road is closed both ways near to Ryby because of a serious accident. The trains are looking fine.
She's holding up a bit of paper with a number. I'm worried they're going to think that she's offering them a good time or something. They're going to be very disappointed when they talk to me. Sorry, Will, we interrupted.
That's all right. Just to say some delays to arrivals and departing flights at Cardiff Airport tonight because of heavy fog. You're still being advised to check in as normal, though. Your next travel update's in 20 minutes.
Have they picked up a phone yet? Are they going to dial us?
They're holding a mobile.
Okay, well, we may speak to the builders in the building opposite very soon. Thank you for that, Will.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Well, this is very exciting, dear listener. Before that song there by the Green Days, we were talking to Will Gowing and we were waving and mouthing abuse at the gentleman in the building opposite us. Said, I regret doing that now because George is on the line. Hey, George!
Hi.
George, put that phone down and carry on plastering that ceiling, you lazy so-and-so. What are you doing, for goodness sakes?
It's good, isn't it?
What are you doing over there, man?
We're getting it ready for the people to look at you guys over there, isn't it?
George, can I ask you a question? You've been working very, very slowly all afternoon.
Slowly?
Are you dragging this? Do you get paid by the day?
Yeah.
Because it looks to us like you're dragging this out.
Did you not see me up on them still dancing today? Did you not see that today? Look at me here. Did you not see me on them today?
He's got stilts. He's got flipping stilts. This guy's brilliant. George,
still walking in the room for us.
George, can I ask you? Have you got a radio on in that building there now?
Yes.
And what are you listening to?
You.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Absolute Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Are you only listening to us because we just phoned you up?
No. It's been on all day.
Okay, you weren't listening to Capital or any of those other rubbish stations, were you?
No.
Good, lad, I trust you.
Well, put it this way, I was working, the others were listening.
Okay. Who's that fella with you, mate? He's doing nothing. Look at him pretending to do the ceiling there.
I know.
Cowboy.
Brother, would you believe he's my brother?
Yeah, well, look at him, lazy. If I was you, I'd buy him a horse and get him some spurs. He's doing nothing, mate. Absolutely nothing.
I think he's in love with the young lady, actually.
George, I'm afraid we all are. There's a big, big queue. Don't you worry. Well, she'll get there eventually. Oh, a terrible thing to say. I didn't mean that at all. That was terrible. George, listen, man, it's lovely to talk to you. Thank you so much for giving us a call.
All right.
Now get back to work.
Play a request for me.
Okay, what would you like to hear?
Something mushy.
Something mushy?
Yeah, love song.
Love song. How about Amy Winehouse, Rehab?
No, that's not.
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like that one, George. Excellent stuff there. There we go. Thank you, George. What a nice bloke there. What an absolute gentleman he was. Maybe fun just for us there, but do you know what? I'm going to get this. If I have to do it one person by one person, I will get more people listening to me on this radio station. I know we've probably lost about 1,000 listeners with me filling in for Jeffrey, but never mind. Alex!
Hi there.
Hello, Alex. Sorry about that. We had to speak to George the Builder. I meant to ask him how much it would cost to do my living room. Never mind. Alex, what can we do for you? He's gone. Well, there we go. Isn't that that's fantastic? That's superb stuff there. He's been waiting for ages. Probably upset that we went to a builder instead of him. We're looking at films for mine and Ben Jones's film club that may or may not. It will happen. We're going to do at least one of these. So far, we've got The Shawshank Redemption, Futurama Bender's Big Score, which is apt. Specs is a good film. Spaceballs and Delicatessen. If you could think of any other films that Ben... It hasn't got to be recent films. In fact, we'd rather they were on DVD, so then we can get them from, like, Blockbusters or something, and, you know, we don't want to go to the pictures, and we certainly don't want to watch them together. I'm not...
Cozying up on the couch.
No, I'm not in any way going to become friends with Ben Jones, however hard he tries and however much cash he gives me. And he's been giving me cash, let's just say. OK, 0330 123 1215, you can call in about that. We're also asking... do you still take baths? I have plenty more other stuff up my sleeve as well, including... Right, you know in the 80s, the year 2001 sounded like the future, didn't it? And now it sounds really old-fashioned. So what year is now sounding futuristic to us, if that makes sense? I've not explained it very well, but you'll understand. 0330 123 1215. Thank you.
Tried to make me go to rehab. I said no.
This is Iain Lee filling in for Jeff on Absolute Radio. You've been very patient with me as I've been fumbling around with the buttons, and we're a little bit late for the news. I do apologise. 0330 123 1215. Here's the news with Tanya.
It's 6 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock, a damp night across the UK. A full radar weather update's on its way. You're up to date. It's 6:04.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I love that bloke who swindled everyone out of $50 billion He said sorry. It's all right now. He said sorry. Let him go. He's apologised. That's the main thing. Well done, him. Travel news now with Will Gowing.
In the southeast tonight in Surrey, there's a lane closed with an accident on the M25 anti-clockwise from 7 at the M23 round to Godstone at junction 6. That's now causing queues back towards Reigate. Up to the northern stretch of the M25 in Hertfordshire, there's a lane closed clockwise between 22 at St Albans and 23 at the A1M after an accident there. In the southwest on the motorways near to Bristol, 2 lanes are closed with an accident on the M5 southbound between 17 at Cribbs Causeway and junction 18A at the M49. And all the way up to Cheshire, the A34 Congleton Road is still blocked both ways with an accident near to Marton. Tomorrow and Monday, London Midland trains will be disrupted because of industrial action. It means there's going to be a reduced service in and out of London Euston, and you'll have to change at Northampton if you want to catch trains between the West Midlands and London as well. Some services also likely to be cancelled at the last minute, so do check before you travel. Your next update's in 20 minutes.
Do you ever get that thing where you just feel like everything's fine and just suddenly you feel very sad?
No.
I've just had that. I don't know what you're laughing for. It's not funny.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Got this in pocket.
Wendy's playing the game. The futuristic year game. Iain, futuristic, 2032. Now that's like proper science fiction. That's proper science fiction. We're back with the future. If I live for my 310, it'll be the year after I pop my clogs. You didn't know what a score was. Do you know what a score is, Davis?
20 years.
Only because you heard me saying that to Eloise there. Oh,
Cheat.
because you heard me saying it to Eloise. We'll go to the phone calls in a second. First of all, if you've ever... Oh, it's about tax. I got a letter the other day from the tax people saying, you going to pay us January's tax at any point? I was like, flipping it, I forgot to pay it.
Have you got your £100 fine?
Yeah, I've got a fine, I got a fine for it. What an idiot. I thought I'd paid it. I remember I was... Oh, dear. Anyway, I should have been looking at this. If you've ever had questions about tax for your business, head to absoluteradio.co.uk now, because we, not me, but Absolute Radio has got the answers. We've teamed up with HM Revenue and Customs to make your tax easier. You'll find a stack load of uncomplicated, informative help on different aspects of tax that could affect your business. Get the right advice from HM Revenue and Customs to make sure you avoid having to pay any penalties, like I did, for getting it wrong. Head to absoluteradio.co.uk now. What a fool I am. I've got some more stuff to throw in the mix, but we'll go to Joe first. Hello, Joe.
Good evening, Iain.
Good evening, Joe. You're right, mate. You sound like your cat's died or something.
No, I'm cool. I'm on my way to work.
Good lad, sir. Good lad. What, are you doing a night shift?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What time are you going to finish?
About 6:30 in the morning.
Oh, man, I'm saluting you, and, you should have got a job in show business. We got easy jobs.
We get to sit and listen to Alan Lake all night.
Yeah, again, I'm sorry about that. Nothing I can do. Anyway, Joe, what can I do for you?
Well, when I got in the car, I heard about two things, about bathing and films.
Oh, yeah, well, OK, let's go one thing at a time. Do you still have baths?
Yep, had a bath this afternoon.
Why? Can't you afford a shower?
I don't know. When I woke up this afternoon, you sit in there, you lay there for about an hour. That's cool, get up, sort myself out, iron my uniform, off I go.
Sort yourself out, I don't know what that means. But you lie in the bath, because I find bathing very boring, right? So when I do have a bath, if I've got a bad back or, looking for a bit of rumpy-pumpy, after 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm getting out now. I'm getting out. I've had enough of this. It's dull. But girls...
I take a magazine in.
Exactly. You can stay in there for days.
Love it, yeah.
Oh, let's have a soak. I want a nice hot soak. No, I want to have a wash and get out. That's all it's for.
Loads of bubbles, a nice mag. Sorted.
Oh, dear me. Joe!
Yeah.
Ben Jones and I are thinking of starting a film club, which we're going to release as a podcast for free. Get this is going to be our free gift to the listeners. We're going to do one next week and see how it goes. We're looking for suggestions for films.
Cool. Well, this afternoon I laid in bed and watched Son of Rambo.
Oh, is it any good?
I'm going to leave it up to you. I think you should pick that film, and then obviously you and Ben can discuss what you think.
From what I've seen of the trailers, I believe it's technically, you would class it under a girls' film, wouldn't you?
Well, I did watch it with my fiancée because she's just had an operation.
There we go. The chick flick made. We've all been made.
Yeah, I was very impressed with it.
We've all been made to watch Beyonce and Jennifer Lopez movies in our times. But you thought it was all right, did you, Joe?
I thought it was quality. Yeah.
Listen. I suspect Ben Jones wants something highly violent and aggressive, but I will put it to him when he comes in at 7:30.
Okay, not to worry.
What a strange noise he made there. That's the noise he probably makes in his bath when he's sorting himself out. Alex!
Hello.
Hello, Alex. What can we do for you?
I was listening to your show earlier on. You were talking about films that you wanted to review.
That's correct. I say review in the very, very loosest sense of the word, in that we'll come in and start talking about that and then probably end up having a punch-up or something. But yes, review with a very small R.
I mean, I never call up shows, but
well, that's
you
not
made
true.
me laugh out loud
Yes.
in the car.
Yes.
When you were speaking, was it Fifi?
Fifi, the tarty smoker.
Yeah.
I think that's an accurate description. She was a lovely lady, but when she got onto the fags, it was like, oh dear.
I don't want you to take offence to this, but you actually...
Hang on a second. Whenever anyone starts a sentence, I don't want you to take offence. It's like saying, I'm not racist, but, you know. Okay, Alex, what shouldn't I take offence at?
You actually sounded like Alan Partridge. Aha! You know Alan Partridge?
Okay, I took a little bit of offence to that, but the offence has subsided. In what way did I sound like Alan Partridge?
When she said she smoked in the bath, you went, you're filthy.
Well, in that case, Alex, yes, I concede, yes, I did sound a little bit like Alan Partridge there.
So it has to be a James Bond film, because
Go
that's my favourite film.
Yeah, go on then, which one?
Any of them. Live and Let Die?
Oh, now Live and Let Die is the best, without a shadow of a doubt. Live and Let Die. It's on the list, my friend. We'll be deciding at about 7:30.
Okay, brilliant.
Thank you for calling in, Alex.
Cheers.
Good lad, there we go. I like it when people who never called in radio stations before call in. I feel like we've implanted...
Bonded.
Well, not bond with him, he sounds like a weirdo, but in the nicest possible way. It feels like we've implanted some seed in their head, and it's the first time he's done
Now
that.
they're going to listen on Sunday night, and they're going to call in every week.
Well done, this is what I keep meaning to mention. This is all the whole 2 weeks has been, basically, is for me to pay for my new washing machine and to plug the fact that we do a show on Sunday nights at 10 o'clock. I've mentioned it once. So if you've enjoyed this, Sunday nights, 10 o'clock, please come along. You're more than welcome. We'd love to have you on and all of that stuff. There's more talking and less records and more phone calls and... a couple
more
of swears.
weirdness.
Yes, you could describe it like that, I suppose. 0330 123 1215. Yes, after this, I want to come up with the worst name for a band ever, an existing band. I think I know what it is. I was hit with an epiphany today as to what the worst band name is of all time. Reveal more after this.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Now, Will, if I were you, I would refuse to do the travel until Eloise has done the dance to Michael Jackson's hit Beat It, which she displayed for me the other day perfectly. Come on. Beat it, beat it, beat it, beat
Go
it.
on.
Don't what's the beat
Here we go.
This is great. Well, I hope you're watching on the webcam. Okay. Beat it, beat it.
It's like a shaken back.
Shaken back out, that's exactly what it is.
I hope you saw that on the webcam, kids. Travel news now, Will.
In Surrey, 2 lanes are still closed with an accident on the M25 anti-clockwise tonight. That's between the M23 and Godstone. It's causing queues all the way back through to Junction 8 at Reigate. Also up to Hertfordshire, there's a lane closed on the northern stretch of the M25 clockwise because of an accident between Junction 22 at St Albans and 23 at the A1M. Staying in Hertfordshire, actually, on the M1 away from town, there's a lane blocked. Away from London, there's a lane blocked with a breakdown between 9 at Redbourne and 10 at Luton. Further up on the M1 northbound into Nottinghamshire, breakdown closing a lane on the M1 northbound between Hucknall and Alfreton at junction 28. And in Lincolnshire, the A18 Barton Street is blocked both ways near to Ryby because of a serious accident there. All the latest on the roads on our website, absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Thank you.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
What's the worst band name in the world ever? 0330 123 1215. But I will tell you the answer after this. REO Speedwagon.
You should have seen by the look in my eyes, baby.
Best bit of that song, anybody? The best bit of that song?
The end?
It's the bit at the end he goes, ooh,
Yeah,
ooh,
that's it,
ooh. That's good. That's proper singing, that is. Okay, what's the worst band name in the world? We'll start with you, Eloise.
Chumbawamba.
Chumbawamba.
Terrible name.
It is rubbish, but it's a fun word to say.
It's annoying.
Chumbawamba.
Once.
It's a fun word. It's a fun word. Whatever happened to those punk anarchists, eh? They did one half decent song and then disappeared up their own backsides. Davis, worst band name in the world?
Hoobastank.
Oh, that is
Who the hell are
terrible.
Hoobastank?
Hoobastank.
Who's
You know that
Hoobastank?
song, The Reason.
Well, how did that go?
And the reason is you. No,
Why are you doing the Egyptian
Yeah.
head-to-head, side heads movement? I don't know Hoobastank.
Hoobastank, anyway.
No,
that's
you're
the
wrong.
worst.
You're wrong.
Oh, obviously, I'm wrong.
The worst band name in the world. And can I just... I'll put a precursor here. They are a brilliant band. But the worst band name in the world is Blur.
Why?
I like that name.
Blur.
Why?
Because it's a silly sound. Blur.
It would have been worse if they'd be called Blah.
Blur. And it dates it. It dates it to that horrible shoegazing baggy era. You know, it's as bad as the Mock Turtles or the Soup Dragons or 1,000-Yard Stare. It's as bad as that.
No, but you're just quoting Britpop bands.
No, but it dates it to that period. It's very much of that period, and I think that if they'd have had a better name, they would be bigger and more successful than they are. They would be huge in America, but because of the name Blur, no one in America is interested in them. If they had a decent name, they would be bigger than the Beatles. Goddamn it, in the world. That's a fact. It's the worst, and the only reason they've sustained is because they've got a little bit of talent and they do some really good songs. They've done some great albums and stuff like that, and there's no denying that. But the name. Blur.
Only when you say it like that.
Blur.
That people don't say it like that, though.
If you say, "Oh, I'm going to go and see Blur tonight,"
You
great.
would go,
I'm going to go and see
Blur.
Hoobastank tonight. Not sure about that.
I would say Hoobastank is a better band name than
Well,
Blur.
I'm not sure about that.
0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you'd like to phone up and agree with me, as I know you all will, dear Absolute listeners, because you are indeed people of integrity and great taste. 0330, don't laugh, they are. What are you laughing at our
Well,
listeners
the fact
for?
that you're telling them that Blur is a bad name.
Oh, no, they'll phone up and they will agree with
They
me.
won't.
They will phone up and they will agree with me, I guarantee it. It's time for the news now. Here's Tanya.
Kate Carroll, the widow of the police officer shot dead in County Armagh, says she can't comprehend the mindset of those responsible for killing 48-year-old Stephen. You're up to date. It's 6:32.
Record. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Yes. We're getting quite a bit of abuse on the text today, which is fine. I absolutely love it. I wish these people would phone up and have the guts to do it face to face, or have the guts to put their name on. Listen to this one, whose number ends 465. They've not bothered putting their name on because they're scared. Please get him off the radio, or I am leaving Absolute. He's been listening for 2 weeks, though. It's only just... OK, well, we don't mind losing you, 465, so that's one listener down. Can we have someone call up, please, or text in who wants to replace the person we've just lost there? So 0330 123 1215. If you're new to listening and you want to replace the person whose number ends 465, could you give us a call and let us know? And then it's a quid pro quo thing, so that's all groovy. The worst band name in the world is Blur. People are phoning up and supporting me in their droves, which is good stuff. We'll speak to them in a minute. Before that, though, time for the Ambi Pure Fresh track of the week. It's the Fleet Foxes, who are playing at Hard Rock Calling, and you can get tickets today. They go on proper sale tomorrow, but you can get them today by going to absoluteradio.co.uk. That's got to be a good thing, isn't it?
I was following me, I was following me, I was following me. Turn the white snow red as strawberries in summertime.
Someone has threatened us, and we don't respond kindly to threats. Someone whose number ends 465 has sent a text saying, get him, me, off the radio, or I'm leaving Absolute. Well, I'm here for the next 4 weeks filling in for Jeff Lloyd, so we asked people to call in if they would like to replace that person who's too cowardly to leave their name, and their number ends with 465. Yes, line 2, this is you. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, who's this?
This is Tony.
Tony, would you like to replace that caller?
Please, I'm getting happy.
Yes, yes. I'm afraid your line is too bad. No, you're not allowed to replace that caller. Seb.
Hello.
Seb, you'd like to replace that loser, would you?
Yes, please.
Why should we let you be the replacement?
Because you play Fleet Foxes and I like it.
Well, that was the Ambipure Fresh Track of the Week. Well, Seb, it's a good reason, but not quite good enough. Davis, I hope you're taking notes here. You're going to choose who is going to be the replacement. The others are not allowed to listen anymore. That's the rule I've just made up. Oh, Mr. Grace will hate that. Danny?
Hi.
You want to be the replacement listener, do you?
Oh, yes.
Well, tell me why.
Because you're giving good entertainment on my journey home through the traffic.
Oh, he's sucking up to me, and I said sucking, by the way.
Hold there.
OK, well, I don't know how to do that, so... Oh, you can do that, OK. Helen?
Yes.
Yes, you'd like to be the replacement, would you?
Not particularly.
Oh! Controversial. Well, tell us why you've called then, Helen.
I've called because I think that Cheeky Cheeky and the Nosebleeds is probably the world's worst name for a band.
Whose band is that?
Well, they're a young band based in Suffolk. They're
right.
from Suffolk.
Yes.
And it just so happens that one of the members is the son of one of my best friends from school. But they played at the Underage Festival last year.
Yes.
And I've also heard them on another radio station.
Well done. Well, you censor yourself just as the was about to come out. Congratulations. Because you've mentioned another radio station, though, Helen, I'm afraid what we have to do is this. Simple as. Them's the rules. Them's the rules. Although I do all the time, actually.
Winning at the moment.
Danny is looking as though he's going to be the new listener to the show. Ashley!
Hello.
Hello, you'd like a go at being the new listener, would you?
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah, no.
Blasé.
Yeah, what do you think you could bring as a new listener to this station?
A lot of enthusiasm.
Yeah, could you bring any to this phone call?
Yeah, sure.
Go on, then.
I want to be a radio DJ anyway. So.
Ah, there we go. You just talked yourself out of that gig, sir. Well done. Danny.
Hello.
Hello, Danny.
Am I the winner?
What?
Am I the winner? Have I replaced him yet, or what?
Well, hang on, we just...
Oh, I like
Between
him.
Danny and Danny.
We got two Dannys. You'd like to be the new listener, would you?
Yeah, I would like to be the new listener.
Tell me what you could bring to Absolute Radio.
Money? How much do you want?
Oh, well, hang on. At the moment, I've seen the figures. You haven't got a couple of million, have you? I'm joking, of course. No, Danny, we couldn't possibly accept. We couldn't accept bribes from you, but I like your attitude. You stay there, young man. It's two Dannys we got at the moment. It's Sally. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Sally. You're calling us from beyond the grave, are you?
No, in the bathroom.
What?
In the bath.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be you, is it, though? What was going on there?
I think she might have been in the bathroom, probably calling from the bath.
Oh, no, Sally, naughty. Richard!
Hello!
You'd like to be the new listener, would you?
Of course!
Well, what could you bring to Absolute Radio?
Krispy Kremes!
Krispy Kremes, he said. Well, yes, but Davis and I are both trying to lose a little bit of weight, so I'm going to say no, Richard. But it's a good effort. So it's between Danny from Godstone and Danny from Romford. Danny's.
Hello.
Yeah, we can only have one new listener because we haven't got the technical capabilities to have more than that. So, Danny from Romford.
Yeah.
Why do you think you should be the new listener?
Because if you don't let me be the listener soon, I'm going to have to go because I've got a cheese and pickle sandwich.
Cheese and pickle sandwich. You can barely speak, but I like that. That could be good for us. Other Danny?
Yeah?
Sell us yourself, please.
I can give a better name than your Blur.
Go on, then.
I think a flock of seagulls.
A flock of seagulls is a brilliant name. Danny, you're out. Danny from Romford, you're the new listener.
Loser!
Oh, well done. There we go. The new listener is there. It's Danny from Romford. Put that down in the radios. That's good for us. That's good news. Let me do this now.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
I just had a banana. It's the travel news now with Will Gowing.
In Surrey tonight, there are queues for 12 miles on the M25 anti-clockwise between 9 at Leatherhead and junction 6 at Godstone after an accident. Up to the northern stretch of the M25, it's busy through Hertfordshire on the M25 clockwise, approaching junction 25 at the A10 around Enfield. And staying in Hertfordshire on the A1M northbound, the exit slip road is closed at junction 2. That's heading off for Welham Green because a lorry's jackknife there on the exit slips. That's been blocked off. Essex, the A12 northbound is closed as well because of a car fire at junction 22 at Whittam Preston North. In Nottinghamshire, there's a breakdown blocking one lane on the M1 northbound between Hucknall and Alfreton. Hucknall. And Worcestershire, there's a lane closed with an accident on the M5 northbound between Junction 5 at Droitwich up to the M42 at Junction 4A. The trains are still looking fine, and your next update's in 20 minutes.
He's big enough to get a mention in a travel report, Mick Hucknall. Good work, Will, thank you.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
I've discovered my new favourite thing doing this job is putting my headphones on just before, like, the last 30 seconds of the song, turning up really loud, so all I can hear is that, and then singing really loudly over the top, to the point I can't even hear it, though, because it's so loud in my ears. I'm sure it sounds absolutely bloody awful, but...
in the studio, though.
I'm sure it sounds terrible. I may do it on air next time. Oh, no, they'll hear it, you see. Then it won't work. That's the whole fun of it, is that I can't hear it. Let's do a few quick calls. Let's rattle some calls off. Let's go to Darth. Hello, Darth.
Hello, Iain.
Hello, Darth. You've not called me for a long time.
That is correct.
You've lost the boominess of your voice. Have you lost that pot you used to talk into?
That is correct.
OK, he used to phone up and go, "My name is Darth." But he's obviously lost the kettle or something he spoke into. That's a shame, Darth. Never mind. What can we do for you?
It's about 2032. It's not that great.
We're trying to find the new futuristic year now that 2001 is redundant. The best we've had so far, I think it was from Wendy, I could be wrong, was 2032.
Yeah, well, it's not that great.
OK, what do you think? Because it can't sound too futuristic, otherwise it just sounds silly. What have you got for us?
I've got a far one in the future.
Yeah, go on.
2033.
A lot of thought went into that.
Yes, go on, Darth.
I've been to that year.
Yeah.
And it was full of Mel Gibson lookalikes.
And was everyone wearing space, like, silver suits and flying around in hover cars?
No, luminous skateboards.
Oh! Darth, listen, I think 2033, it just sounds a bit far-fetched.
It does a little bit, doesn't it? But it's really good.
Oh, I love him. Oh, he's not called up for ages. Ashley!
Hello.
Hello, Ashley. What can I do for you?
A thing about the film and the bath.
OK, very quickly. Let's do the bath very quickly first. Well, do you bathe?
The bath? No, I officially haven't had a bath for 3 years.
Well done. Oh, there we go. That's the next down. What's the person who's not had a bath for longer than 3 years? I like the sound of that. And
I have a shower every morning, though.
Oh, yes. I'm not saying you're a dirty boy. No. You're a good, clean boy. We like you, yes.
I just try not to say that to women that much, because, you know...
Well, it does give the impression of that you are filthy if you don't have a bath. But no, well done you, sir. You stick to your guns. Now, you've got a film for the Ben Jones and Iain Lee Film Club.
Yeah, well, I've got two.
Go on, then.
Right, the first one is The Truman Show.
Oh, now, isn't it funny you say that? Because I have that on my Sky Plus, and I've been trying to get my girlfriend to watch that with me for ages, and we've not found the time. OK, yes.
Yeah, and the second one is Independence Day.
Oh, man, listen, actually, I might give you we're going to keep your call. I might call you back as a producer, because this stuff you've come up with, these are two films, are perfect for... what? Who's that shouting in the background?
That's my brothers.
Well, tell them to shut up! Tell them.
Shut up!
There we go. Good lad. Thank you, Ashley. Listen, well, those films are on the list, and we shall see. Ben Jones will be coming in. Well, I don't know whether Ben wants to come in. He seems to be a force unto himself. He's like a little tiny tornado running around the studio, isn't he? He's full of energy. We've got a list of about... There's about a dozen films here, which we'll read at about 7:30. If you've got any for this podcast, that we're going to do one next week and see how it goes. If it's easy and stress-free, then we'll do one every couple of weeks, I guess. And if it's horrible and we hate each other, then we'll never do one ever again. As simple as 0330 123 1215. Not had that many calls agreeing with me that Blur is the worst name for a band ever, but we will get there eventually. I'm sure we will.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Whoops, I done a muff up. Sorry.
You said to lose my life or lose my love.
Once again, my sincerest apologies for muffing everything up. I forgot to play a record. Can you believe that? Iain Lee on Absolute Radio, filling in for Jeff. Don't worry, he'll be back soon. Time for the news now. Here's Tanya.
It's 7 o'clock. Patchy light rain across Britain. I've got a full radar weather update in moments. You're up to date. It's 7:03.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Here we go, we're back on track now. I muffed up terribly before the news, Will, and I'm probably never going to be working here ever again as a direct result of that. And do you know what? I deserve it. Travel news now, Will Gowing.
In Surrey tonight, there are still long queues on the M25 anti-clockwise between 9 at Leatherhead and 6 at Godstone after an accident much earlier this afternoon. Up to Berkshire, a car has broken down on the M4 eastbound between 5 at Langley and junction 4B at the M25. In Hertfordshire, the A1M northbound, the exit slip road is closed at junction 2. That's heading off for Welham Green, all because of a jackknife lorry there, so queue starting to build on the approach. And in Nottinghamshire in the East Midlands, there's a breakdown on the M1 northbound between 27 at Hucknall and 28 at Alfreton. In the West Midlands, the M5 has been closed southbound because of a serious accident between junction 3 at Birmingham and junction 4 at Bromsgrove. And on the trains, London Midland services as of tomorrow and throughout Monday will be disrupted, all because of industrial action. Check before you travel, and your next update's in 20 minutes.
Well, before we go, Rob Burnett has called in. We've got a travel update for us, have you, Rob? Oh, hang on, there you are. Rob, sorry, yes?
Yes, I'm just on the A57. There's a lady with a Labrador. She's got massive...
OK, lovely. There we go. Thank you for... I do apologise, Will. I didn't know that was coming.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers, including complimentary ply lining, available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
Into work, check voicemail, send email, answer phone, email finish, car, and... breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Hi, this is Kim Wilde, and my favourite all-time radio caller is Rob Burnett.
The times are tough now, just getting tougher.
Now, if you haven't managed to find a celebrity for Who's Calling Christian, there's still another way to get money from your mobile with MazumaMobile.com. They'll give you cash for your old handset, it turns out. I wish I'd known it the other day. I chucked a load out. And if that wasn't enough, they're giving you the chance to win £1,000 as well. Just go to the Who's Calling Christian section at absoluteradio.co.uk is the... I just said, you know what, it's 10 minutes past 7 almost. And there's nowhere I'd rather be right now than be in bed. I'm getting old. I slept terribly last night. This is it. I slept terribly last night. And I think it's because I have no routine in my life. My life consists of playing Halo Wars on the Xbox, going and watch some YouTube stuff, watching some DVDs, then maybe playing with the cat, then having some crisps, and then a bit more Xbox.
Surely in the last 2 weeks we've been doing this show,
yeah,
you'd have got into a routine of getting up, maybe, I don't know, going to the gym, having lunch.
I went to the gym today. I went to boxercise, Eloise.
Boxercise?
It's not boxing, it's not exercise, it's the two combined into one.
What, lots of jumping and boxing?
Lots of jumping and boxing, yes. But no, I've got into a worse routine. I've got into no routine. I mean, I was in bed last night very late. I got up really early because I had the men come in to collect the rubbish from the front garden. It's been all over the place.
Rubbish from the front garden?
Well, we had to clear the attic out the other day.
Did you just dump it in your...
In front garden lawn, yeah. Where else am I going to dump it?
Do you not have... take it to a tip or something?
Yeah, but... Well, this is what we paid a man to come and collect for. It was too much. It was like 8 carloads of rubbish.
Whoa.
Yeah, so thank you, Eloise, for the support that I so richly deserved there. Well done. Well done, you. I'm stalling because I was going to say something, and I can't for the life of me what it was. So let's go to some calls, shall we? Let's go to Gary in the Catfoot. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Do that now. It's after 7, so it's officially...
Yeah, it's officially the evening. I'm hungry and I'm tired, and I want some loving.
I can't help you on either.
That's a shame. That's a real shame.
Okay. I'm doing something a little later on the internet, and need your assistance.
You're on the internet?
No, later.
Oh, later on you're on the internet, yes.
I'm doing a little broadcasting on the internet, and I wondered if you had a spare topic.
You want a spare topic for your broadcast on the... Well, hang on, you'll be up against Ben Jones. I shouldn't be condoning this sort of behaviour.
Obviously, I wouldn't be in the same league as Ben Jones.
Oh, no, you'd be much better than Ben Jones. He's awful. Okay, you want a spare topic?
I just wondered if you had one.
Oh, we've got... Well, now, do you want a topic that we're going to be doing tomorrow?
I could test it, yeah.
I
could see how the audience of 3 like it.
OK, what do you hate doing in front of other people? We're going to be doing that tomorrow. I meant to do that today. It's a good one. But what do you hate doing in front of other people? The one example I will give you is there is a gentleman called Tony who works here. He's a lovely gentleman. He hates washing his hair in front of other people.
Is that normally something to do? I suppose you could do. I suppose you go to the gym and stuff.
Well, if you do it, well, no, but if you live with someone, there's always the chance they can burst in because the washing your hair is not the most intimate of done things, is it? So they could wander in and do that, but I sort of almost do. But I'm giving away my whole conversation for tomorrow's show, Gary.
I don't want you to do that. I just want to snip it.
Well, you use that tonight. Give me a call. Can you give me a call tomorrow at 5?
I shall try to do so.
And let me know how that goes and whether it's worth me doing it or junking it.
I'll let you know what the 5 or 6 people that listen will tell me about it.
Good lad, thank you for that.
A pleasure.
Ta-ta, there we've got a nice gentleman there doing a hooky broadcast from his own bedroom. Something I've been trying to work out how to do with my computer and getting nowhere with it. There is a technical fault with my computer that means I can't do the blooming things that I need to do, which is annoying, to say the least. Let's go to Sarah!
Good evening.
Good evening, Sarah.
How are you?
I'm fine. It's all the better for speaking to you. What can I do for you?
I've got 2 horrendous band names for you.
Yeah, go on.
The first one is Splodge Nessabound, and I can't remember what they sung, but they were definitely a band.
That was not a real band.
It was.
Splodge Nessabound?
Yes.
2 pints of lager and a packet of crisps.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh!
Awful name.
I was correct. And my worst band name of all time is Kajagoogoo.
You're wrong there, Sarah. That's a fantastic band name.
I quite like that as well.
It's a good name, that, Kajagoogoo. The thing is, that's a fun word to say, Kajagoogoo.
I saw them in concert back in the 1980s.
Yeah, and were they...
Too Shy had just come out.
Too shy, shy. Limahl still goes round, touting that same act. I believe, and I don't think it's libelous to say this.
Exactly the same,
well, no, he doesn't. He's got... it's a wig on his head.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it is. He's bald, and he's bought a Limahl wig from one of those rubbish shops in Camden, and that's what it is now. I think I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I no doubt I'll be up in court soon, and we'll...
Still his real hair.
I don't think it is.
Exactly the same.
I don't think it is. Eloise, could you Google for me, please?
Sure.
Limahl, MilimAhl, and hair.
Okay.
And let's see if a picture of the Kajagoogoo frontman as a baldy comes up. I'm sure. It's either a fact, Sarah, or I dreamt it.
Okay, images.
It's one of those two. Are there any there, Eloise?
It's just whirring around.
It is where the computers here are from 1969. They're the first ever computers that had a computer game on called Computer Space.
It takes me straight to YouTube.
No, it takes it. Sarah, we will let you know by the end of the show whether he's bald or not.
Okay.
There we go. Thank you very much. That will keep the absolute listeners listening, won't it? Wendy!
Hello.
Hello, Wendy.
I texted you earlier on. I'm the 2032 lady.
Oh, you're well done, you, for taking part in that.
You might not say so, because I'm going to criticise you now.
Excuse me?
You misrepresented me. You didn't do the whole text. What I said was that it's all relative, because we're supposed to get 70 years and 10 to live.
Yes.
So however old you are, it's when you get past 70, the year after you're dead, that's going to be the future, isn't it?
Oh, I suppose. Well, but no, I don't know. Listen, I say what you're saying. Hey, Eloise didn't know what a score was.
Well.
She probably thought it was some drug slang or something. She's young. But I remember in the 80s thinking that even 1999 sounded like the future because of Space 1999.
Yeah, that's true.
And even then, ladies and gentlemen, I give you a balding Limahl. Not completely bald, but that hair ain't there. Oh, no, I'm looking at Bruno Brooks. Ah, it's next to him, yes, it's balding. He's got more than I thought he had, but he's still a little bit thin up on top. Can I just say...
Yeah.
Looks a little bit... Both those gentlemen in that picture, Bruno Brooks and Limahl, look like slim versions of Davis, don't they? They both look like you, Dave. They must be like looking into a weird double mirror.
Yeah, I suppose it is a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Not happy with it, but
was
true.
actually Dave in A Secret Life.
Maybe it
so
was.
in A Secret Life,
Can
I
you
was
sing?
Bruno Brooks and Limahl. Yes.
What a life
What
that
a parallel life
You
that
and
would-
your
yeah.
twin.
What a life. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Wendy on the line. Come on, let's a little bit of respect, please. She's banging on about something. I'm not
Sorry,
quite
Wendy.
grasped what the point of it is. OK, but you'd agree that 2033 sounds ridiculous, doesn't it, Wendy?
Well, it does, yeah, because I'll have been dead 2 years then.
Yeah. Can I just suggest, if you give up the smokes, you'd last a lot longer.
It's 2 days today.
2 weeks. Well done.
Yes, done it. And
Yeah.
I went yesterday to me, what do you call them? Stop smoking advisor.
The soft smoking advisor.
NHS one.
Yes.
And my carbon monoxide levels are down to nil.
Well, do you know what you deserve?
Well done.
You deserve a fag. Go on, girl. Treat yourself. You've gone 2 weeks. Treat yourself.
Never again.
Best of luck, Wendy. Thank you for that.
Bye.
There we go. Well done. Oh God, I've been meaning all week to do a thing where we have a fag break, where all our smokers. We've got people out there who are smokers. I'm not a smoker. We've got people who are smokers. We just play a really long record, and we say, right, if you want to go out, maybe we'll do it tomorrow. We'll get a really long record. If you want to nip out for a fag now, you don't want to miss. Now's the time to go out and do that. Let's get a long record for tomorrow's show.
Stairway to Heaven?
We'll have a. Do you know what? I've never heard Stairway to Heaven.
8 minutes.
I've never heard it in my life. Never heard it in my life, and I'm going to try and go my whole life without ever hearing it. That's the plan.
brilliant.
I don't care. I only found out recently that it rocks out a bit. I thought it was. I've heard the bit. She's buying a stairway to heaven. That's the only bit I've heard. I'm going to go my whole life.
Or you can go and have a fag break while it's on then.
Well, I
can't
might
you?
start smoking while it's being played. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Here's. Oh, this looks interesting. Gaslight Anthem. Nice.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault.
Now, Will, are you in tomorrow?
No.
Oh,
I'm
so
not.
this is our last.
It's our last one.
Oh, because you're going off around the world, aren't you?
Yeah, all the way to France.
How long are you going to France for?
And back again. A week.
Oh, I would love a holiday. Well, Will, it's been a pleasure doing this again with you in the afternoon.
Thank you for having me.
It's like them old. Hey, I had no choice. We were contractually obliged to take you, so
I was the only one.
I kicked and screamed, but they insisted that we had you. So let's hear it. Make the last one a good one.
In Surrey, there are still long queues tonight on the M25 anti-clockwise between 9 at Leatherhead and 6 at Godstone after an accident earlier this afternoon. Up to Berkshire, 2 lanes are blocked with a crash on the M4 eastbound near to Langley at junction 5. And in Hertfordshire on the A1M northbound, there are queues towards the exit slip at junction 2 for Welham Green. That's closed off because of a jackknife lorry. In the West Midlands, the M5 is still shut southbound because of a serious accident between 3 at Birmingham and junction 4 at Bromsgrove. And also a lorry has crashed on the M5 near to junction 7 at Worcester. You can get past, but it's causing queues in both directions. And if you're using the trains throughout tomorrow and Monday, London Midland services are going to be disrupted because of industrial action. There are likely to be lots of cancellations. You'll have to change trains at Northampton as well if you're making longer journeys from London up to the West Midlands, so check before you travel. Keep up to date with all the latest on the road tonight. It's absoluteradio.co.uk/travel.
Thank you, Bill. The Bill? I'm reading an email. That's where that's come from. Thank you, Will. Have a lovely holiday. Cheers, my dears.
Absolute Radio Travel with Renault Van Month. There are great offers such as 0% finance over 4 years. Available at your local Renault dealer this month. Visit renaultvans.co.uk for terms.
At the end of the day, turn your car into a world of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
This is Absolute Radio. Time for the news now with Tanya.
The widow of the policeman shot dead by dissident Republican group the Continuity IRA says she hopes he did not die in vain. You're up to date. It's 7:31.
Record. Iain Lee. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I've suddenly become... I was doing the introduction to Tanya there, and I couldn't remember what words to say. I knew I had to say absolute news Tanya. I know those 3 words had to be in there.
But what order, if anyone's guessed?
I couldn't do the order. I couldn't remember any of... Oh, man alive. I'm getting old. I'm not getting old. I'm there. I always say once you got to 37, you are past it. I may change that to 35. Flippin' heck. Ross!
Hello.
Hello there, Ross.
What are the topics? Because I phoned up and I just mysteriously appeared on here.
What do you mean you just mysteriously appeared? You would have phoned up and spoken to the producer and he would have put you on?
No, I just phoned up and hung up, and then here I am.
Wow, OK, well, it works for us. OK, let's go through what we've talked about today. Do you bath?
Nah.
Good. Now that the year 2001 isn't the future anymore, what year should we say is the future?
2999.
2,190. Well, that'll be 2199. That's too far in the future. That's we've gone for 2032, but while you weren't here. What else should I... Oh, yeah. Ben Jones and I are going to start a film club. What should be the first film that we watch in said film club?
Ooh, have you seen Perfume, Story of a Murderer?
Perfume? No, I haven't. Is it on DVD?
Yeah.
Well, then we'll be doing that. And the other thing is we've got Sparks on... Oh, I forgot to email that woman. Nuts. I have to do it tomorrow. We've got Sparks on the show on Sunday night at 10 o'clock. Have you got a question for Sparks?
No.
OK, well, thanks for calling.
Bye.
Bye. There we go. What a lot of fun that was. Let's go to... Is Vinny gone again?
He's gone.
Vinny's an idiot. He was telling you what phone he has.
He had a phone. Do you remember the old red Nokia one, the little one?
I do.
Yeah.
It came in grey as well. It was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think I had one of those in blue.
The one he's still got.
And he's still using
yes,
that.
No wonder you can't.
That's tomorrow's show. Who's got the oldest mobile phone?
That's the reason why you can't get in touch with it.
Well, in that case, God bless Nokia. I say God bless them for doing us such a wonderful service in the world. Have you decided what you're going to have for your tea yet, Eloise? That's the question
I
on
haven't
everybody's
decided.
lips.
I might go for a sandwich.
You can't have the thing is, you can't have a sandwich for your dinner.
Yeah, but it's quick and it's easy. I can get it on my way home. I don't have to cook it.
Yeah, I've got no food in.
If you want to cook for me, that's fine.
Well, I don't want to cook for you. I've no...
Someone can wait outside the studio with some food. That'd be lovely.
Hey, listen, two things. Don't invite people to wait outside studios for you, and never, ever, ever, under any circumstance whatsoever, eat any food that's been given to you by a listener. I did it once.
Tonight.
I did it once, and I could not get off the toilet or move that bucket from my face for a weekend. It was hideous. They will poison it and fill it. Here's a man who knows. Never eat food given to you by a listener, yeah?
Oh, rule one.
That's the basic. If you're lucky, it'll be spiked with LSD. At the worst, it'll have some hideous poison in it.
Oh.
Hey, how you doing, Ben Jones?
Great, thanks, Iain Lee.
I go to that one there, the working microphone. I've got a great challenge for tonight. I've got a great challenge, and I'm guaranteed I'm going to win it. Well, in a health bar, are you? Power bar.
Protein bar.
We've got fruit and health bar.
We've got a caller. Let's go to Rob Burnett. Good evening, Rob.
Yay, Kim Wilde! I'm going to bring it to your wedding.
What are you talking about?
I heard something on the radio, and it said Kim Wilde says I want to touch Rob Burnett. Oh,
no, it's Kim Wilde, the pop singer, saying talking about Who's Calling Christian, the phone-in feature.
No, you've tried that because then I came and I heard it.
Yes.
So I heard it be said.
Okay, no, well you're incorrect, but thanks for calling, Rob.
Last tango in Paris.
Yeah, thank you. Bye-bye.
Hi, this is Kim Wilde, and my favourite all-time radio caller is Rob Burnett.
I don't know what he's talking about at all. So, I tell you what, let's play a record.
Why not?
We've had some good suggestions for... No, hang on, let me rephrase that. We've had some bad suggestions for films that we should watch for our film...
But I think bad films are vital to this podcast.
Do you mean, OK, The Nutty Professor?
What, the original or the
remake? There we go.
You like the Beverly Hillbillies. There you go.
Play that record if I were you.
Let's just get the atmosphere. This was the atmosphere before Dave made a comment. La la la. This is the atmosphere after Dave's comment. Oh dear.
After a hard day at work, turn your car into a delightful meadow of freshness. And breathe. The Home Time Show with Ambi Pure Car Air Freshener on Absolute Radio.
Mush it up one time! That's what I'm talking about, mushing it up one time. Would you mind, excuse me, I've got a challenge, one more challenge for us to have this evening. We'll do it in a moment. Can we take a couple of calls first, Ben, would you mind?
Go ahead, it's your show.
Thank you. Andy!
Hi, Ian.
Hello, Andy. You've got a film for us, for the Ben and Iain movie club.
I've got better now. I've got 3.
Oh, 3? Well, I don't know if it is better or not. Let's hear what they are.
Well, the first one is Series 7, The Contenders. Have you heard of it?
Oh, I watched that. It was rubbish.
Did you not like it?
I tried to watch it. It's like a reality thing where they get killed.
It's basically, Battle Royale meets Big Brother.
Yeah, I couldn't get into it.
I liked it. It was mindless.
Oh, I'm sorry, Andy. I've upset you. Okay, what's the second film?
No, that doesn't upset me at all. The second one is 24 Hour Party People.
great
okay. Let's put
film.
that 24 hours. That's okay. I've not seen that one.
I've never seen that either.
It's brilliant.
Education about how the band Watch was
Joy Division.
It's the story of Tony Wilson.
Became New Order.
Yeah. Okay. And what's the third film you've got there,
The
Andy?
third one is a classic, Love, Honour and Obey.
Love, Honour and Obey. Oh, that's a bit violent, isn't it?
It's not actually. It's an all-star cast of Ray Winston,
we won't bother.
Lee Simmons, and all sorts of other people as well. It's really, really, very, really good.
Andy, listen, we're going to make our decision in a few moments, so stay tuned. Thank you for that. Vinny?
Yeah.
What do you want? 'Cause we haven't got much time.
Yeah, I just want to know, have you ever had a verbal spat with anyone famous on radio?
A verbal spat. By that you mean an argument, don't you?
Yeah.
On radio, no. I had a row with the chubby one from Liberty X on television once. But not on, so you wanted it specifically on radio, didn't you?
Okay, on TV. So what was that all about?
Well, she was married or going out with Andy Scott Lee, who was a contestant on The X Factor, and I'd been running a campaign saying he shouldn't be allowed on The X Factor because he'd already been in 3SL, a pop band, and that The X Factor should be for nobodies. She came on the show and in the middle of a live interview went, what's all this you've been saying about my boyfriend? It's not fair, you've been having a go at him and stuff like that. And I started laughing at her because I thought it was a wonderful moment of having a row with a nobody on live television.
Yeah, and another thing, does anyone famous listen to your show?
Ben
Does
Jones
anyone
does.
listen?
Steady now. Ben Jones is a big fan. He can't stop hassling me in the streets.
Yeah, is it true Vernon Kay listened to you as well?
Well, he used to listen to me, yes. Vinny, where's this going?
Yeah, I'm just making conversation.
He wants to know if anybody famous is listening to him or Inda.
Okay, Vinny, listen, you can help us choose the film that we're going to do on the movie club, okay?
Okay.
I'll read through the list that we've got.
Okay.
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, okay. Hang on, I'm not supposed to talk into that, am I? That's better. Futurama, Bender's Big Score.
Nah.
Spaceballs. Delicatessen. Zoolander. Shaun of the Dead. Scarface, Son of Rambo, Live and Let Die, True Romance, The Truman Show, Independence Day, The Nutty Professor, Perfume, 24-Hour Party People, Love, Honour and Obey.
Well, it's between Scarface or Shawshank.
It's between Scarface and Shawshank.
Nah, you see, everyone's seen Shawshank. Everything you can say about the Shawshank Redemption has already been said.
I'm keen to see The Truman Show, because I've got it on my Sky Plus.
Or Zoolander, which I've never seen.
Have you not seen Zoolander?
Amazing
No. It's
film.
Zoolander then.
A Zoolander it is.
Zoolander divides people. I think it's a work of art, and
I
a lot
do.
of people think it's absolute tosh. It's good, isn't it?
I love it.
It's great with
Quote it as well in a day-to-day life.
Oh, well, Zoolander then, it is.
I'm happy with that.
Are you happy with that, Vinny?
Okay, yeah, I've seen it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, okay, good.
He's over the moon, isn't he?
I couldn't give a stuff, if I'm completely honest, what Vinny thinks. Okay, Zoolander, we're recording this next Wednesday, so...
Yes, we are.
It may be out the end of next week. If,
Are we watching it on DVD together?
No. We are most certainly not doing that. I can guarantee that will not be happening, Ben. But you ready for the challenge?
What is the challenge?
It's a good one. I brought my props with me. Let's have a little look here. Right.
Yeah, you can put the rope down there.
Now, what we're going to do, put a little envelope here, my back. What we're going to do?
Where does that go?
One envelope's got a check.
Okay, what we're going to do is Davis is going to show us one of these cards. They're Japanese letters, and we're going to see who can get the most of them correct, okay?
Oh, come on, I've never even been
Let's see who can get the most of them correct. It's on the back what the
This is just
pronunciation
an ego
is.
thing for you. Yes, we know you've had Japanese
Let's have a
lessons.
go. Davis, show us a card. That is... you go first, Ben. You go first.
Is that a W?
It's E. It'd be the letter I, but it's pronounced E.
It is the letter I.
Yeah, come on! 1-0. First to five. This is what we're talking about. Let's have it. Oh, okay, I would... Ben, please.
P.
It's te. T-E.
Come
on, for real!
Why don't you ring You Bet up and go on You Bet?
He's actually getting a bit angry there.
Well, I mean, this is a ludicrous
fury
challenge,
on
isn't
his
it?
face.
Come on, where's the ludicrosity in that? Do you want to go first, Ben?
Is it... C.
It's she. It's pronounced...
You were
It's
close,
S-H-I.
almost. You were very close.
S-H-I, she. There we go.
She,
3-0.
yes.
Two more.
It's
Here we
not
go.
close to S-H-I.
Pressure's on now.
O.
2. T-S-U.
Come on!
Yes!
In your
face!
Wow.
And finally...
I'm going to head to Yo Sushi in a minute.
He's very upset.
Okay, Benny's
He's
getting
very angry.
short. Okay. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay, go on, Ben.
Is that Y?
I think it's chi, but I'm not sure. I could be wrong on that one.
The big reveal. It's Chi.
Chi, 5-0! In your face, in your face, in your face, Ben Jones!
Wow, that's almost as entertaining as the Donkey Challenge on Saturday Night Takeaway.
That means that in the great scheme of things, it's 4-2 to me, Ben. And that proves
You are a king.
I am the greatest. Say it again.
You are the king.
Just say, my name is Ben Jones and Iain Lee is a king.
My name is Ben Jones and Iain Lee is the king.
Click that, we'll have that on hotkey and we'll play that as much as we can until that hotkey button falls off.
I've left your flashcards there by the desk.
Well done, thank you. Ben!
Iain!
What's on your show tonight, love?
Tonight we have the 90s Hour. We're also talking to Matthew Horn and James Corden from Gavin and Stacey. They're in this new film called Lesbian Vampire
You've
Killers
seen that?
as well.
Did you like that?
Find out later.
I saw their new television series.
Find out later.
But I'm sure they're very nice gentlemen.
Lovely. Well, actually, the chubby one's lovely. The other one, not so keen on.
This is going to be a great interview. Don't miss this one.
I may listen to you for the first time tonight. Yes, Chubby and Eyes. The other one's got the eyes, isn't he?
Actually, do you know what? He's a listener to Absolute Radio. He's a very, very nice bloke. The other one...
You just dissed him.
No, the chubby one I like.
Okay, yeah.
But the other one, who plays Gavin in Gavin and Stacey, again, the jury's out on him. Also, my wife loves that show, and for me, a comedy show, you got to have more than maybe one laugh in half an hour.
I have never seen Gavin and Stacey, but I'm sure that those two gentlemen, the chubby one and the one with the eyes, are wonderful, wonderful human beings, and I love them for it. So that's good. Anything else?
No, that's pretty much it, really.
Look forward to being told what it was like later on in the week. I'm back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Do stick around come for that. I can't speak. Can you finish the show for me?
Here's this song. Bye.
Thank you.
Good evening from Absolute Radio, the new song from The Killers. I have some live music for you, some space and some Simple Minds. The home of the no repeat guarantee is Absolute Radio. Thursday Night Live coming next.
It's 8 o'clock. I'm Tanya Snuggs. A damp night across Britain. A full radar weather update on its way.